All right. It's been a while since we've reacted to a Reaper banger. I think the last time I reacted to one of Reaper's videos was, I believe December. Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've reacted to Reaper, but this situation looked interesting. I kind of skimmed through this video, and there's like a situation regarding Gh0stArcade. The Gh0stArcade is a Dead by Daylight streamer, recently became Twitch ambassador. I mean, God bless, I guess, you know, like, gotta do what you gotta do to stay on the grind, of course. So they're fairly well known. I think they were a Fog Whisperer at one point. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they still are a Fog Whisperer. But point is, they do play Dead by Daylight a lot, and some situation brewed up on Twitter regarding Gh0stArcade, so I guess we'll look into it. Yeah. Whoa! I've seen this intro before.
Hello everybody, it is Reaper Games, and today we are going to look into a tweet that I honestly thought is kind of annoying. I usually do a heavily edited video for DBD Twitter brain rot, but this one kind of bothered me, and also the response to this video is just fucking blown out of proportion, and we'll get into it, but
I mean, that's kind of a lot of drama on Dead by Daylight Twitter. Like, you have to... One thing we really have to take into account is, I mean, the Dead by Daylight community is very disproportionate on a lot of things. I can name several situations. The Gummy Peach Rings situation was one that I think the Dead by Daylight community was very disproportionate on. Gummy Peach Rings, the behavior was not good, and based on some of the admissions that they gave, were not great. But, I don't think Gummy Peach Rings is, like, a predator based on all the evidence that's available, especially considering the fact that the original accuser of Gummy Peach Rings deleted her side of the allegations or whatever. And so, like, we don't even know, like, what she was saying in response to what he was saying. I have a whole video on Gummy Peach Rings if you guys are interested, but, like, I think that situation was blown out of proportion. There's a lot of situations that tend to get blown out of proportion on Dead by Daylight Twitter, and I think a huge part of it is the fact that a lot of people tend to... like, want to pass, like, a form of purity testing, basically. Unfortunately, a lot of people, especially bigger content creators in these spheres, are more focused on their optics, and so if they don't align with those optics, or they don't align with the values of the Dead by Daylight community, they essentially don't have a platform, and they're essentially canceled, so... It's, I do think it is, like, worth pushing back against some of these narratives, because some of the narratives can get really fucking stupid on Dead by Daylight Twitter. It's, like, actually kind of insane. It's just believe allegations first, ask questions later kind of deal. And so it's no surprise that whatever we're about to get into here, they're gonna believe, like, regardless. Now, for all we know, maybe this could be, like, a legitimate, like, I guess, crash out, or legitimate, like, outrage that, they're talking about. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
I just want to react to it, and I want to also react to the reaction to this clip as well, because I think this situation is kind of absurd, and I'll show you why. So first, we're going to read the caption, and then we're going to react to the video. So this guy says, "Before I get into this, I want to say that I'm not posting this to direct hate or harm to the people involved. This is for awareness and accountability, and for if you wish to action in your own space."
So, obviously there's a grammatical error in that tweet, but, obviously, like, when you say this is for accountability, and, like, if you want to take I think what he meant to say is if you want to take action in your own spaces. So, for example, I think that could be interpreted one of two ways. One, the streamer involved has somebody in their space that said a really nasty thing. We don't know if that's the case. Or two, he's signal boosting to the rest of the Dead by Daylight community, hey, if you guys want to take action in the spaces that you're involved in, ban this streamer from your spaces or whatever, or don't allow this streamer to come into your spaces. This may be valid, but I don't know the extent of the response, so we're gonna have to just wait and see on that front.
I don't know what that means. Like, if you want to take action in your own...
Yeah, I think he meant to say take action. It was obviously a typo.
Space, so... Okay. I played against this squad today, and they were all streaming together. The way...
Okay, so they're all content creation. Assumedly, they're very small.
The way that one of them said this in endgame chat without even hesitating is so worrying to me. Remember this. Also...
Okay.
So
it depends what they said in particular. Did they, like, say slurs? Did they say, like, go kill yourself? Or did they, like, encourage... Are we getting to, like, River Siver tiers of degeneracy where they encourage people to or I guess Evil Shrimp as well, with like doxing. Like, did they encourage any of this behavior, like at all? Like, what levels of degeneracy are we talking about here?
The rest of them did not call the person out on it. I don't understand how anyone thinks this is acceptable, especially during a live stream.
Interesting. So, I don't know. I feel like if you're not trying to spread hate, wouldn't... It's a little bit... I feel like the intention with this post from Gh0stArcade is a little bit confusing, because it's like, this is not acceptable behavior, but also don't spread hate to them, and also they need to take accountability. I don't know. Like, your intention with this post is all over the place. First glance, this could maybe come across as a bit of a virtue signal. But I guess we'll wait and see.
Take accountability for your actions. Hold your friends accountable for their actions and educate yourself. So I actually, before we get into the clip, I saw this video recommended to me a few days ago on Twitter, and I usually just don't even look for DVD content in general on Twitter if I can't help it.
Oh, yeah, no, don't fucking go on Twitter. Like, here's the thing. The Dead by Daylight community is already very toxic. They're already very, very, like, weird. A lot of them are already, like, very terminally online. And they spend way too much time on, like, online. So a lot of that is going to warp how they view the world. And the unfortunate reality is, because a lot of these people spend so much time on Twitter, that's going to warp how they view the rest of the world. And I'll give some context. If you are scrolling through Twitter, Twitter is like inherently a right-leaning platform, unfortunately. If you scroll through Twitter and you're like a racist person that like hates brown people, and you see something that comes up in your feed that like a crime that a black person did or something like that, right? You're going to get like psyoped, and you're going to feed your confirmation bias and just hate black people even more. This is unfortunately how a lot of people get radicalized on Twitter. That's just an example. In the case of the Dead by Daylight community, a lot of them like use Twitter to overload tons of situations. It's for a very different reason. They'll try to make something seem more bad than it actually is. So again, I'm going to use Gummy Peatrings as an example. Essentially, Gummy Peatrings is a person who a lot of people are confident saying that they're like a predator, right? A lot of people are saying that they are like a Discord predator and whatever. There was some level of sex pest behavior that they engaged in based on all the DMs that are available. But out of everything that I've seen, and again, I have a whole video covering this, there is nothing to suggest that Gummy Peatrings is a predator. This is somebody that probably needs to spend some time offline and needs to, like, educate themselves on why some of the behavior is not okay, basically. That's really it. A lot of people tend to morally masturbate on Twitter. And again, the way that Gh0stArcade worded this, it kind of just, like, first, and for all I know, this could be, like, a valid post to make, but, like, on first glance, this just comes across to me as somebody who's just virtue signaling over whatever the situation is. Like, it seems like you're not actually looking for accountability. You are posting this to try to look good and get overvalidated, because you know Twitter is going to overvalidate you in whatever you're about to post here. And, like, this was, like, an opportunity for you. And unfortunately, this is very common in the Dead by Daylight spheres. And also Twitter in particular. That's another thing. That's the whole point that I was trying to make. We need to stop taking Twitter seriously. You guys need to, like, stop looking at Twitter posts and being like, oh, this is a reflection of everything that happens in the real world. No. There are a lot of people... There are so many fucking toxic idiots on Twitter that will post something and people will get psyoped into thinking that that is a reflection of what happens in reality. It's not, okay? Like, I feel like so many people takes Twitter so much more seriously than they should. It's like, it's fucking crazy. There are so many, like, MAGA idiots on Twitter. There are so many fucking, like, idiots in the DVD spheres that are stupid. And I wouldn't doubt in other gaming communities that exist on Twitter, they are also very stupid. Again, like, people are... A majority of people that rant and yap on Twitter a lot would not talk like that in the real world at all. They wouldn't talk like this at all in reality. So I need to, like, hammer this point very, very, like, very much so throughout this video. Like, people need to stop taking Twitter so seriously, because it's not a reflection of anything that happens in reality.
Most of the time, I'll just see tweets and I'll just be like, oh, this is interesting. But when it comes to salt like this, I just don't pay attention. But
It's probably a smart thing to do. Again, DBD Twitter is like absolute fucking brain rot.
days. It's been continuously pushed
and just mostly virtue signaling. A majority of the people that like talk about social issues on Dead by Daylight Twitter don't really give a fuck. They just do it to boost their own social platform. That's really why most people do it there.
My algorithm, because there's a lot of DBD creators, especially on Twitter, who are reacting to this, and it's been insane. So I
wouldn't doubt that they're probably using it as an opportunity to look good as well. I honestly would not be shocked. It seems like again, the way to like boost your platform and to look good so that way you yourself don't get canceled is by matching the community's energy by saying, oh, this is a bad thing. This person did a bad thing. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to look like a good person. That's literally a majority of what happens on Twitter. Again, a majority of these people don't give a singular fuck about anything that's happening. Genuinely. I don't think anybody, I'm going to keep fucking doubling down on this. I don't think anybody on Dead by Daylight Twitter, any content creator, gives a singular fuck about any social issue that they talk about. I will say this, I will die on this hill. I do not care. A majority of these people, it is all a fucking game to them. These people do not care about, like, gay rights, trans rights. They may posture like they do, okay? And maybe they are inclusive in their spaces. They allow them to exist in their spaces. They do, like, the bare minimum of stuff, and that's fine, obviously. But I feel like what it is more so than anything else is a lot of these people, it is a fucking optics game to a majority of these people. All right, like, a lot of these people don't give a singular fuck about this shit. And also to not get canceled either. That's another thing, is that they want to make sure that they, like, include this stuff. It's good branding. It's a good way to network with other content creators. And as long as you can keep making money off of it, that's why they're going to keep saying it. I feel like if none of those factors were a thing, I don't think they would be fucking preaching into the fucking void on Twitter as much as they nearly do. It is all a fucking game to these people. And again, I will die on that hill.
Watched it. And we'll just go through it before I talk about it, before I go into it. All right, I'm going to read it because he doesn't have text-to-speech or anything like that. So definitely a boring killer. Sheesh.
Okay, so the killer that I guess Gh0stArcade was playing is Nurse. So they say boring killer. All right, it's a bit of trash talk, obviously, in the endgame chat. Not a big deal. Like, obviously, like, you know, you could just go next, but I don't think anyone would be shitting their pants over something like this.
This guy is the guy who posted the tweet.
Yeah, that's Gh0stArcade. Yeah.
What did you want for more enjoyment? That's a pretty based thing to say. That's funny. This guy said Twitch.
I think Smurfy is one of the Twitch streamers. I mean, to be fair, Gh0stArcade said that they were all streaming, so I guess maybe they were plugging their Twitch there.
I don't know what that means. Just so you know, just so I'll know in the future, kind of snarky back, which is true because if I get something like this in endgame chat, if you guys watch me, you'll know that I'll clap back and like that, like, oh, how do you want me to play if they complain about tunneling, gambling,
Yeah, obviously Gh0stArcade in this instance is like baiting a response back. They're like saying, hey, just so I'll know for the future, what should I do in the future? Yeah.
But this person said, I like nurses. And remember this too. This is very important to remember. He doesn't. As in, they're a Swift. That's his friend.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, obviously that's your friend.
This guy said, nurse gamers are gay.
Okay. I mean, it's a little bit cringe, using gay as a pejorative. I mean, I don't think this entirely tells us whether the person playing is, like, homophobic or actually, like, hates gay people. I've used people use gay as a pejorative in, like, the heat of the moment, but then be like, they don't actually, like, hate gay people, and they've actually advocated for gay people in the past, so... Like, obviously, I would say, at worst, it's very cringe, and it could be homophobic, potentially, but we don't know for sure if that was the intention.
Okay.
And that's what I would like to know, is does this person have, like, a history of, like, absolutely shitting on gay people or using, like, maybe the F slur or something? That's something that I would probably care about more.
Okay, I've seen that before. Using gay as a pejorative is cringe, but there we go. Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. It doesn't really communicate that they're, like, super homophobic or anything.
Mega, okay.
It's like mega gay. Ooh, got him.
Cringe, sure. And?
Oh, yeah, so obviously Gh0stArcade is, like, asking, and is there a problem with that? Okay, reasonable response, I would say, from Gh0stArcade.
Oh.
It's gay.
It's gay. So they doubled down on using gay as a pejorative. Okay. It's a little, again, kind of cringe. But, like, again, I don't know. I'm not really shitting my pants over it too much.
Again, just being edgy and cringe. It's immature for sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely, I think if you use gay as a pejorative, it's a sign of immaturity for sure. But it's not like, I don't know. I don't think that necessarily communicates that somebody is like a homophobic piece of shit. You know what I mean? Or like they actually like unironically hate gay people. I don't think that's like enough to say that. So I can already imagine what the rest of Dead by Daylight Twitter has to say about it. They probably think that this guy is like a homophobic loser and that all these streamers that are friends with this guy need to like distance themselves from them, or else you are a homophobic person. Or I imagine that's what the rest of DVD Twitter said, and they're probably going to just like overload and virtue signal over this.
What's wrong with that? He's obvious.
What's wrong with that? I mean, I think that's a reasonable question from Gh0stArcade to ask back. I don't think that's like entirely like a bad thing.
Baiting him, which I've done it before. I baited for a response, so they keep talking to make themselves look more stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like, at most, maybe you could farm, like, a TikTok clip for it, but it sounds to me like, I don't know. Like, obviously, it's one thing to farm salt in the endgame chat to, like, get, like, a TikTok clip and blow up and everything and be like, wow, this guy is salty and cringe or whatever. Look at this guy. Get a load of this guy. You know what I mean? But instead, it just seems like Gh0stArcade posted it on Twitter with the intention to be like, oh, this guy is a horrific piece of shit and, like, get some accountability, which kind of strikes to me as, like, a bit of a dog whistle to try to, like, cancel this guy over some very, like, honestly, like, comments that are, in my opinion, really not that deep, if I'm being truthful.
But that's obviously what he's doing.
Yeah, I think his dude is trying to say that he has a problem.
Honestly,
problem with gay people. I don't think if that's like the intention, or if that's what Gh0stArcade meant, I don't think this necessarily says that like nurse gamers are gay. Like, again, I don't think this necessarily communicates that he hates gay people. I feel like that's a bit of a reach.
Yeah, like,
it's just not enough to like definitively say that.
Like, it's a funny clapback response. I would say that if this guy wasn't joking, though. He's 100% serious.
Like, does Gh0stArcade unironically think this person hates gay people? I mean, I don't think we know that for sure. What's wrong with that? Everything?
Everything. Which
I don't know. Okay.
Obviously is a fucking joke. Like, I feel like most of the time these edgy people don't really mean it. They're just trying to...
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like that they don't actually, like, hate gay people. They're like, everything is wrong with that or whatever. Like, no, I don't know. I didn't take it as, like, a I hate gay people or whatever. I've heard language from people that, like, unironically, like, have hatred to gay people. Like, this doesn't seem like that's the case. It just seems like it's just very cringe and edgy. And he's just, like, being a weirdo. Like, I could understand if you felt yucky around him after that, but, like, I feel like purity testing his friends or whatever, or their friends for being like, don't hang out with this guy ever again, is a little bit cringe. I feel like, I don't know. I can only imagine some of the shit that Dead by Daylight Twitter is saying about this.
Say the edgiest thing or the thing.
I'm curious. I actually do want to, like, pull up what DBD Twitter is saying, like, very briefly. I don't want to take it too seriously because it is Twitter, but, like, I'm curious. We got Greeny DBD saying, aw, they got nervous once they realized it's a big streamer with a baby bottle emote. Okay. Doubling down. I don't give a shit if people report me. What are they gonna do? Report me for being friends with you? What? I maybe that's like later in the clip. I haven't actually seen that. You can actually choose to not be friends with cunts, by the way. Okay. That's like a weird insinuation because it's just like, hold on, I'm gonna keep going, but like I do want to I want to come back to that point because that is like a little bit weird. One, who gives a shit? Two, you hate rated a smaller creator and you are in fact posting this to harm and harass them. That I agree with. You know what you're doing and you know people are going to say and you do. Yeah, exactly. Like, obviously, like when Gh0stArcade is like, I'm not posting this to spread hate, but this is for demanding accountability. Like, again, you come across like accountability. The problem is that the term accountability is so broad in the Dead by Daylight spheres. Sorry, I played audio on that. The accountability is so broad in the Dead by Daylight sphere. Some people will use the term accountability, and then you ask them, okay, what does accountability mean? And they don't have an answer for you, because really, it's not about accountability. A lot of the times, people post this to just posture as good fucking content creators, and it makes them look good in their spaces. I think that's really what, like, makes this, like, more problematic, is the fact that, like, you know what you're doing when you're posting it online. You know what you're doing. You're saying demand accountability. That's a dog whistle to go and harass these creators. Like, you know damn well what you're doing. I'm sorry. The whole accountability thing is just it's such bullshit. Like, you know what you're fucking doing. And, like, obviously people took advantage of the situation to virtue signal over it. We got, like, a fucking VTuber. Okay. We got VTuber drama tying into this now, apparently. This guy is seriously losing his mind over calling Nurse Gay is the funniest shit, dude. Some of you motherfuckers are so soft, it's insane to me. I guess that's a fair point. I mean, like, I guess he is, like, a little bit salty and cringe, so fair enough. This post is not as bad, honestly. This is just gross. The fact that most likely there would have been no apologies to Ghost if it wasn't a big streamer, as they put it. Ignoring your friend's homophobia equals condoning it. Well, we don't know for sure if they're homophobic, just to be clear. Like, everything that we've seen so far doesn't communicate that they're homophobic. You can't control what your friends say, but you can control who you share your space with. Okay, so I might as well address this point now, because I've seen people talk about this and be like, okay, don't share your space with somebody. If your friend messes up, like, briefly, like, do you think that's enough to suddenly cut them out of your life permanently? Like, I feel like this is actually, like, a really important conversation to have. Is, like, I'll use Papa Gut as an example. I don't think most of you know who Papa Gut is. Papa Gut is a content creator who I would say is very left-leaning. He has a lot of left-leaning values. He is best friends with Caleb Hammer, and they've been best friends for years. And Caleb Hammer, as of more recent times, has, like, kind of grifted towards being right-wing, going on a right-wing grift. It's very cringe. I don't like it. There's a lot you can criticize Caleb Hammer for, but that's not enough for Papa Gut to cut Caleb Hammer off completely, because he still sees Caleb Hammer as his best friend, and they're still best friends regardless of that. Even though Papa Gut had a crash out towards Caleb Hammer, they're still on very good terms about it. So, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like it's not so black and white. Like, you don't know the relationship that these people could have. Maybe they've been, like, close friends for ages, and maybe this Smurfy person, their friend, like, messed up or was, like, very salty already that night, but they're not willing to cut them off completely. You know, you don't know what they're like behind closed doors. You don't even know if this person truly hates gay people. Now, if he was, like, using the F slur behind the scenes and he, like, said, oh my god, I hate gay people, they're so disgusting, they're this, they're this, they're this, like, I'm all ears. Like, definitely, you could show us that, but, like, there is nothing in this endgame chat that suggests that. I feel like this whole situation could have just, like, stayed off Twitter, to be honest. If you want my honest take with this, I feel like Gh0stArcade, like, posting this, like, he knows what he's fucking doing when he's posting this. He's not doing it for any legitimate account. Like, we all know the whole accountability or the not spreading hate is bullshit. Like, we know what you're doing. Like, I almost would have more respect for Gh0stArcade if he just says, yeah, go harass these motherfuckers. I almost would have more respect if he just did that, truthfully. This person says, a streamer was facing my friend who was live. A streamer's duo told my friend to essentially drink bleach and were then mocking my friend's stream and being borderline transphobic. I feel like, well, it depends what you mean by transphobic, because this community's definition of being homophobic is just making, like, a backhanded comment saying this person's, like, gay as a pejorative. I say it's cringe, but I don't think that's enough to say that someone's homophobic. And I think telling somebody to drink bleach is a little bit different than saying that somebody's gay as, like, trying to be edgy for no fucking reason. I feel like there's a massive difference between the two. The streamer just laughed and didn't ask them to stop or anything. Be careful who you stream with. Wow. So true, Queen. It truly fucking flicks me that it's always somehow a VTuber in clips like these. It's always a cutesy aesthetic, and you're a terrorist to the community via association. This person is a terrorist. How are they a terrorist? Oh my god, I can't with these fucking people. You people are not real. Oh my god, it's like, okay, like, can we be normal about this? Like, obviously what this guy said was cringe, but we don't have to go off the fucking deep end, alright? Like, chill the fuck out. Now this person is apparently a terrorist. Like, okay, alright. Like, you people are not real. I've said worse on stream before. I'm damn well sure you should have, and she probably enabled you then to... Wow. Wow, incredible. This person says, I've always been a firm believer that the company you keep around is a direct reflection of you. If you're openly aware of your friend's shitty behavior and choose to stay, you're very weird. I mean, I don't think it's that deep personally, but okay. People are way too comfortable using words like that as an insult or a negative connotation. Like, please grow the fuck up. I mean, I agree. It's very immature. I agree. Disgusting behavior. Okay, I don't think it's disgusting behavior. I feel like, again, we're doing way too much here. This is what I'm like, guys, you remember what I've been saying, like, throughout this channel, that the Dead by Daylight community fucking, like, overloads the situation too much? This is what I'm talking about. They do shit like this, and it's, like, so, like, okay, whatever, dude. I'm so grateful that we have amazing creators like Ghost that stand up for the LGBTQIA+. He doesn't give a fuck about you guys, just to be clear. Like, I hate to break it to you, but Ghost doesn't actually care. Like, he's using this situation to obviously, like, look good and pass the community's purity test. Like, he obviously does not care. Like, okay, dude. People need to do better and check with who they hang out with. Because if you're allowing someone to spread hate and homophobia, you're just as bad as them. So true, Queen. Was waiting for this horrible thing to occur in the clip, and it was calling nursemaids gay, lol. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, it's cringe, but it's, like, I just don't think it's that bad, honestly. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. It's just cringe is all. Like, it could have just, like, stayed off Twitter. I can't control what my friend says. You can't be this obtuse. No, you can't control what your friend says, but you can control who you are friends with. It's not rocket science. Hold your circle accountable so others don't have to. Wow, great. We're really gonna just, like, pretend this person is, like, the worst person ever in the community. Wow, we're really just like, okay, dude, these people are so cringe. I'll read, like, a few more. Lol, I don't know why you'd post this on Twitter of all places. You're gonna get called gay again. Okay, and that person has the F slur. Okay, that's an actual homophobic person. They had the F slur on. That's cringe. Like, that is, like, an example of legitimate homophobia. All right, that's bad. That one was pretty bad. All right, I'll read two more this time. I'd rather be friendless than have to apologize for someone else who obviously shows no remorse. People gotta remember whatever someone says while they're queued with you reflects on you, especially as a streamer in the public. You're not immune because you didn't say it. Yeah, but you don't know the relationship between these people. Maybe they've been friends for a while. Who knows? We don't know if this person is, like, actually homophobic. The company you keep reflects your character. When you stream especially, you are setting a precedent in the content you stream. By broadcasting others' behavior and playing with them, you are inherently saying it is okay. Not really. Like, we don't necessarily know if they condone everything that they say. I feel like that's, like, a very silly thing to do. You're doing, like, this weird guilt by association purity testing crap. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I feel like we don't have enough to say that they enable it. I have always been extremely careful who I collab with. Okay, well, whatever, dude. You guys are, like, strange. Like, I don't know, dude. It's like, I feel like it's just not that deep. Like, obviously this person's trying to rage bait and be cringe, but, like, you guys are going off the fucking deep end and acting like this person is, like, the most hateful person towards gays of all time. It's like, chill the fuck out. Like, honestly, you guys are so weird. Alright, let's get back to Reaper's coverage on this video. Like, I feel like Reaper's, like, the only fucking normal person talking about this situation, I swear.
Think that they know will get under people's skin because they're upset and they lost the game, so they want to try to upset the other person that they lost to. It happens all the time. Wahaha.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, obviously this person, like, again, they're edgy, and I'm not saying that they're immune to criticism. Like, you could definitely criticize them for being edgy and cringe, but it's like, I don't know if, like, it's enough to be like, oh, this person's homophobic and hates gay people. Like, I feel like that's we've really like, it's the same argument as, like, somebody who goes over the speed limit and now suddenly they're a morally reprehensible person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you go a little bit over the speed limit, technically that's illegal, but you're not, like, some morally reprehensible person. You know what I mean?
What a loser. Fair enough.
I mean, okay, yeah, you can call them a loser. That's fine. Like, fair enough. Like, he was trash talking. You have every right to trash talk right back. You know, it's fair enough. And if the person, hey, listen, if the person actually wound up being a legitimately homophobic piece of shit, you know, I will eat my words. Maybe they actually do hate gay people behind the scenes. I will eat my words, and then I guess it's all good in the hood, as they would say.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, it's just salt content. I get it. That guy's a cringe loser. I get it. Sure. You know, there's obviously nothing wrong with being gay. And
yeah, I think the bigger problem that I have with it is just, like, it didn't need to be, like, a Twitter clip to virtue signal. Like, you could have made it, like, a TikTok clip and be like, get a load of this guy. I showed him, and I beat him at this game. That would have been fine. I think that's different from, like, pretending to care about these issues and then posting it on Twitter and then opening them up to all sorts of harassment. You know what I mean? Over something that really does not warrant tons of harassment based on everything I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's just, it's funny salt. It's like, this guy's a loser, he lost, haha, get wrecked. But it doesn't end there. If it ended there, I would be like, yeah, you know what, for sure, it's cringe, but whatever. But it doesn't end there. This guy made a whole tweet about that.
Whoa.
This is what the tweet is about.
Fucking loser, dude. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. So
disgusting. You could.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it's disgusting. It's like, I feel like saying that, like, calling someone gay is a pejorative is disgusting is equivalent to me calling, like, Alex the Fiction Mexican Hassan is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, I'm not saying that all Mexican people are bad. But, like, it's an inside joke in, like, Alex the Fiction's community that, like, he's, like, Mexican. He looks like Mexican Hassan or whatever. And even he's, like, totally fine with it. It's, like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's equivalent to saying that. Like, obviously, the context is a little bit more, like, he's using it more as, like, a pejorative to try to get under Gh0stArcade's skin. But it's, like, again, that person's just, like, trying to be edgy and they're not being, like, that serious, genuinely. And, again, it's not evidence of the fact that they, like, unironically hate all gay people. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. Like, there's nothing that would suggest that they hate gay people.
Think what you want, but disgusting? Like, all he said was Nerves players are gay. It's cringe, but he didn't say any slurs or anything. Like,
yeah, like I said, I would be a lot more, like, I would say that this person's a lot more disgusting if they used the F slur, or they said something along the lines of, oh, gay people are disgusting, and you're one of those people. Like, there's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, you show us any, like, behavior that would suggest that they, like, actually hate gay people. Like, there's nothing there.
I feel like we're overloading this personally.
Yeah, I agree. I this definitely seems very overblown.
we're gonna be reporting them.
What are you reporting them for?
Reporting him. Interesting.
I mean, like, what are we reporting him for? Is it, like, do you unironically think he was, like, using hate speech?
That's a little, for me, that's a little too much, okay?
I mean, like, it depends what you're reporting him for. If you're reporting them for, like, unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe, I don't fucking know. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. So far, there's not really anything that suggests it.
But we'll continue. It's a little too much, but whatever. So I want to bring this up too. I know I'm pausing it, but I want to try to make this as transformative as possible. But I also want to give you my opinion. So as you can see, he clearly edited this video. I do think it's a little weird.
Wait, did, oh yeah, Gh0stArcade edited the video? Okay. Well, that depends. Did, like, Gh0stArcade edit out context on purpose? Is that the insinuation, or am I just not understanding?
That he's not blocking out any of the names or any of the information on Twitch, but
yeah, I think that's a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like, I feel like, again, when you have a tweet that says, before I get into this, I want to say I'm not posting this to direct hate or harm, but this is for accountability, which insinuates that people need to hold them accountable, whatever that means, because holding accountability, as I've said earlier, is a very broad term. And then when you have people, and when you're showing their Twitch live, like, again, that could be interpreted as a dog whistle to go and harass them. Because accountability is such a broad term in the Dead by Daylight sphere.
he's saying, before I get into this, I want to say...
Harassment is bad unless you do it yourself for whatever reason you deem it worthy enough to do, I guess, is, like, kind of the interpretation I get from that.
I'm not posting this to direct hate or harm.
It kind of feels like that is the case, though, if you're posting it on Twitter. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a bit of a tough sell to be like, I don't spread hate or harassment, but then not blur out their names. It's a bit of a tough sell.
To the people involved. It just makes me question, then why didn't... You clearly edited it, so if you're not, why not block out any of the names? That's what I do. I mean, you don't have to do that, but It just seems like for me personally, your motives aren't what you say they are. You'll see exactly why I think the way I do. So he said they were laughing at the in-game chat, then they clicked on my profile. He was laughing. The guy that originally said that, the cringe weirdo. Sure, not even weirdo. He's just cringe guy. Cringe salty snail. You know, that's what I'll call him. But
yeah, I mean, obviously, like, it's not good what he said personally, but I'm not shitting my pants over it because it's just like you shouldn't use gay as a pejorative. That's cringe. Hot take. Don't use gay as a pejorative, but also, like, this is not like a reflection of his character or like a sign that he hates gay people necessarily. Because I've heard people use gay as a pejorative like all the time. I knew people in the Dead by Daylight spheres on like private VCs. I'm not gonna mention who, but I knew people on like private VCs who used gay as a pejorative, but that wasn't a sign that they hated gay people, and they were also part of the LGBTQ community themselves. You know what I mean? Like, obviously they didn't hate gay people. Like, it's just like, okay, like, whatever, dude. It's like, okay. It's, like, not that deep.
this person who said
I feel like if I was still, like, an SJW in the Dead by Daylight sphere, I would probably, like, fucking go ham with this on my old Twitch platform. But, like, now that I've, like, gained some perspective, I realize, wow, this shit is actually, like, very stupid.
sorry in the endgame chat.
Oh, sorry. I missed that. I have to replay that.
This is cringe guy. Cringe salty snail. You know, that's what I'll call him. But
Whoa.
This person who said sorry in the endgame chat was not.
Oh, is it the Smurfy person? Yeah, that's also streaming. They said sorry for their friend? Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Laughing. She said no.
No way. It's a streamer.
It's a streamer,
It's a
okay.
streamer.
I mean, it's the classic, like, TTV saw it, okay?
I mean, they just discovered that they were a streamer, to be fair. Which, oh my god, no way, they're a streamer? Whoa.
Streamer.
Partner streamer. She wasn't laughing, by the way.
Community,
And it's very pertinent.
I would say.
She's just looking it up like he's doing with her. Person laughing is the one who made the comment. Yeah, sure, he's a cringe loser. He got salty because he lost the game, and he was like, this will upset them. Let me type that this person's gay. And trust me, it did. It upset this guy.
Yeah, sounds like it. I mean, like, obviously, like, it's gamer rage. He's, like, upset, clearly.
Are you okay?
Hold on, wait, what is he saying?
Upset this guy.
Are you okay?
He's reporting your Steam.
Which is kind of, in my opinion, a little, like, overblown, because he just said nursemaids are mega gay. Oh.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like, I don't, again, it's not a sign that he hates gay people. It's just like, okay, you're going to report him for, like, homophobia. I mean, if he gets, like, a temporary ban for it, I'm not shitting my pants over it because, like, it's behavior's game and they can do whatever they want. They can enforce their policies however they want. So I'm not going to shit my pants over if this guy gets banned, like, temporarily. I doubt he would get perma-banned over something like that, though. I feel like it's just not that deep, and I highly doubt that it's, like, really, like... Again, behavior gets, like, tons of false reports every day from all the salty fucking players on the game anyway, so it's, like, it's gonna be hard to sift through what is and what isn't legitimate.
I'll bring this up later, but I've literally had people tell me to off myself and to practice chopping onions on my wrist.
Whoa! What if you were chopping onions on your desk, though, Reaper? Just think about that for a second.
I don't mean to be that guy, but what the fuck? What are we doing?
Listen, if you're salty, just tell somebody to chop onions on their table. That's better. You know, like, that might be a good way to relieve some stress, as long as you're not hurting yourself, of course, as long as you're not cutting yourself with the knife. That might be better. You know, maybe chop some onions, do some cooking. That's a good way to relieve stress. It's also terminally offline. It's a nice little tip for you.
Well,
Maybe that person was helping you, Reaper. I don't know.
no stream.
I'm kidding. Obviously, it's a very shitty thing to say, but still.
Streamy now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously she seems a little bit, you know, like, a little bit, like, stressed out at the situation. I don't know if that's stress from the fact that, like, he's reporting him or, like, anything else. I don't know.
What's up, Murph?
You gotta behave yourself.
So the thing is, he's asking what the streamer name is, and she's not giving it to him.
Yeah, and also the fact that she says you got to behave yourself. Like, obviously, like, she is setting a boundary. Now, she could be, like, very unserious about it, and honestly, like, it's fine if she's unserious about it, truthfully, because it's like, I'm just not really, like, I don't know. I don't think the energy needs to be there. And also, I highly doubt they thought this situation would be, like, put on Twitter or something, which obviously is, like, taking it to a whole other level, because people on Twitter are fucking crazy, and it's a toxic cesspool of fucking terminally online garbage.
In my mind, by him asking that question, he probably wants to talk even more shit, but she, in my opinion, does the good thing and doesn't even give it to him. Unless he can prove that she did, he didn't even get the satisfaction of going in there. So you'll see that she's been pretty honest this whole time. Endgame chat. She's like, hey, he doesn't like playing nurse, but I do. You know, no hard feelings. And you'll see what she does later that, honestly, is pretty admirable, in my opinion. But she doesn't even give away his Twitch, so he can talk more shit. Because if she did, you would have seen him say, like, oh, why are you coming in here to talk shit? I don't think I've seen that so far. I could be wrong.
I'm behaved.
She also tells her friend, like, you gotta chill, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like she's setting boundaries with the guy, you know what I mean? And, like, maybe they were friends for ages, and, like, she's like, hey, you gotta chill, my guy. Like, and, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like this kind of trash talking is no different from the trash talking I would see in, like, my CSGO days. Or, like, the trash talking that, like, this person... Also, this person's from the UK, not for nothing. People trash talk like this in the fucking UK all the time. Even to this day. Like, people constantly shit on each other. They shit on each other there more than we do here. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, obviously, like, being hate... Again, if this guy, like, actually hates gay people or uses the F slur... or is, like, saying gay people are just a totally different conversation, in which case I wouldn't, like, think that it would be as much of an issue if Gh0stArcade put that tweet up there. But, nothing suggests that.
I always have to tell you to behave.
The thing is about this situation is it can be awkward to tell a friend, especially, I don't know how close they are, but let's say they're really close. It's like, in a nice way, that's like, all right, you gotta chill out, dude. Like, even though it wasn't that bad, it was just cringe. It was like, all right, relax. Like, it's just a game.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I view the situation as well. I really, like, I feel like anybody in the real world would have the same take as this. Like, I feel if you tried to explain this situation to somebody in the real world, they probably wouldn't give that much of a shit about it. Like, nobody would care too much, just to be real. Like, again, I think it's very important to separate the online world from the real world. I don't think that the online world is a reflection of what the real world is. We have to, like, separate the two. Because people online tend to, like, people come at this with very high energy, and they think that, like, everything on Twitter is a reflection of reality, when it's just not.
She even did that. So, in my eyes, I see that as, oh, okay, she's doing something pretty admirable, like... She's, like, in endgame chat, like, hey, look, he needs to chill out. She's telling him he needs to chill out, but we keep going.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like she's actually, like, setting, like, proper boundaries with it.
I was behaving. We've said far worse on fucking stream.
We've said far worse. That is a little bit... I will say that is a little bit concerning on his part. What do you mean we've said far worse? Like, that is something I am curious to know. Like, how worse is it? Have you said slurs? Have you told somebody to kill themselves? Have you... Like, I know that, like, trash talking is not exactly uncommon in the UK, unfortunately, but, like, how far worse are we talking?
Which, again, people are reading really into this, and we've said far worse. Yeah, there's a lot of shit worse, believe it or not, than just saying it's...
Yeah, exactly. So if there's stuff that's, like, far worse, why would people get triggered over saying, like, all nurse mains are gay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? But I am curious to know what he means by that. That is something I would be, like, curious to know about.
This killer, this survivor main is gay. Like, it's literally elementary school level insult. It's like...
Pretty much. Like, I mean, I think it's a low IQ insult. It's very low effort, but... like, again, I've already stated earlier that I feel like Gh0stArcade kind of took it too far by posting it on Twitter and virtue signaling over it.
Like a yo mama.
But I mean, I guess Gh0stArcade is getting tons of likes and tons of attention for it, and it's like a way to boost his platform. So God bless, I guess. Do what you got to do to keep your career, I suppose.
Joke. It's like, haha, good one. It's literally nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's obviously like nothing here. GG, sorry about my friend, and then the mod banned them.
GG, sorry about my friends.
And there you go. This is what I was talking about. It seems pretty admirable. They said,
yeah, like I feel like if anything, like they don't like if anything, they just fucking were saying like, hey, sorry that my friend said this thing to you or whatever. Like I feel like if anything, like this is an admirable thing to do.
He's sorry about my friend. They took that extra step to be like, hey, I'm sorry about him. I think that's like the best outcome. It's happened.
Yeah, in my opinion, like they could have just like said nothing at all and like doubled down on like no, that he was in the right or whatever. But no, they were actually like setting boundaries. And if you look back at their VOD, now you could extend a little bit of charitability to Gh0stArcade here and be like, okay, maybe Gh0stArcade didn't see the VOD of her saying like, hey, you know, you got to chill out, don't say this shit ever again, and like setting proper boundaries with their friend. But like it I don't know. I wonder if it goes deeper than this. I wouldn't doubt that Gh0stArcade banned this person because if they allowed somebody like that, somebody who is, I guess, perceived as homophobic by the community, or I guess adjacent to somebody who is perceived as homophobic, and Gh0stArcade allowed them to exist in the chat, I think Gh0stArcade optically would look very bad. And so he probably, I wouldn't doubt that like the mod preemptively banned this person, or I guess like Gh0stArcade maybe wanted this person preemptively banned, whatever the case is, because optically it makes him look bad and he just doesn't want that his brand to be associated with people like that, which I guess fair enough if that's the case, but like let's not pretend like these people are actually outraged by this situation, all right? Because I refuse to believe that like somebody who is, I don't know what sexuality Gh0stArcade is. I assume he's not a gay person. He doesn't strike me as one. I highly doubt that he's like super outraged by this. I'm gonna be like absolutely real with you. Like I don't know.
To me before where they talked.
I also noticed a couple of comments on like Reaper's video and like other places on Twitter saying like, hey, I'm a gay person and like I don't feel like this is that deep. Like I've seen people like give comments like that, like actual gay people give their perspective on that.
Massive.
So I don't know. Like I feel like if you're saying that this person is incredibly homophobic, I feel like you're just making real homophobia like actually hard to identify, and you have conflated pretty much the issue like elsewhere for no reason.
Shit, they've said a lot more worse stuff than whoever plays this killer is gay.
I still am curious to know what that actually means though, because that is a pretty vague comment.
My reaction was like, oh, you know what? Fair enough, fair enough. So in my opinion, they did a good thing, right?
Yeah, I feel like if they say GG, sorry about my friend, and then you get banned in their fucking shit, it's so weird. It's like such weird energy.
That was your friend? You're friends with that person. I'm gonna be really honest here. Dude, honestly, like your friend is extremely homophobic.
Okay. What the fuck? It's like not that deep. There's nothing to suggest that they are. Oh my god, this whole thing is so stupid. Oh my god.
Extremely homophobic. The dude.
Again, the problem with calling this people are calling this homophobia, and I think the problem with calling this homophobia is, again, you have made actual legitimately hateful homophobia hard to identify as a result of this, because you have conflated like some in-game trash talk, really edgy thing to say, as opposed to somebody who actually like unironically just like hates gay people. And those people unfortunately are very common because, again, the narrative in the US is dominantly conservative and they're not exactly a fan of gay people. So again, I feel like this energy could be directed at people who are actually legitimately homophobic instead of some random person on Dead by Daylight that just calls you gay. It's like, okay, dude, it's like, whatever. Like, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that serious.
Literally just said whoever.
Maybe Gh0stArcade saw like an opportunity here to like just like be like, hey, you know, you're a bad meanie person, and I'm gonna explain why you're bad and morally masturbate in front of my audience. It kind of just seems to be what this strikes me as, to be honest.
Whoever plays nurse is mega gay, and he obviously wanted a response to what's the problem with being gay? Obviously nothing.
Nothing's wrong with being gay,
but of course,
unless you have socks on. Then there's a... No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, there's no problem with being gay.
He's either gonna...
Watch, I bet Gh0stArcade is gonna see that and be like, look, Iconismus, this guy's being homophobic. This guy's being extremely homophobic. Wow, he made a joke. That's homophobic.
Say nothing.
But I literally have nothing against gay people whatsoever.
Or everything. I mean, it's obvious, but extremely homophobic. Like just from that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's homophobic either. I think that's a massive reach.
Again, I've seen worse. If he was, in my opinion, if he starts saying the F slur and like saying all gay people need to die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, if he went off the fucking deep end and was like going off about how gay people are problematic, like, again, I'm all ears, but this is not that.
But with...
Unfortunately, Dead by Daylight Twitter and the Dead by Daylight community by association don't know how to fucking separate. It feels like a lot of these people don't have the brain capacity to separate things and engage. Like, it's like people remove nuance from everything. They don't care anymore. They just see one instance of something and then they conflate it and use it as an opportunity to sensationalize and just like be fucking completely just go off the deep end with it. You know, like, again, this is what's called virtue signaling and virtue bullying, really.
Just nursemaids are gay? Again, I feel like we're blowing this out of proportion.
Right now?
Yeah, I agree. It's very stupid.
And I'm not too sure.
What would Miss Reaper think about this situation? Like, I'm curious. What does Miss Reaper think about, like, this situation? Like, calling somebody else, like, gay because they're obviously salty and trying to be edgy?
Like, that is how you classify yourself, like, a friend? You need new friends.
You need new friends.
Yeah, you don't know what their friendship is like in the background, but, okay.
Over something like that. She even apologized. Endgame chat. Didn't give her friend his information to troll him even more, to my knowledge.
Yeah, this whole thing is so dumb. It's like so stupid.
Because that's not...
Oh my god, it's like you guys are doing too much. It's like, okay, it was cringe, but like move on. Like, and obviously they apologized for their friend or whatever. It's like, okay, the way I would react to that is be like, yeah, you know, it's all good. Obviously it's a little bit cringe, but hopefully he doesn't do that shit anymore. And hopefully he doesn't like unironically hate gay people, because if he does, then it would be a problematic thing.
Shown here, told him to chill out, and then took the extra step to be like, hey, sorry about my friend.
That is the long and short of it. That person is literally like attacking like a minority over a video game.
Oh my god, me too, Reaper. The facepalm reaction, me too, man. It's fucking, oh my god, this is insane. Try explaining this situation to somebody in the real world. I swear to god, it's not that serious. It is not that deep at all. Oh my gosh.
This is exactly...
Like, there's no homophobia here. Like, these people are so they're being so dumb about this. It's like actually like so stupid.
Why I wanted to make this video. What the fuck are we doing? Attacking a minority group for saying nursemaids are gay? What are you talking about? Like, this loaded language.
It's again, I don't know if Gh0stArcade actually believes anything he's saying. I think he's just saying it because, like, oh, hey, I can look good out of this situation. It's an opportunity for him.
The thing is, if you're responsible...
I wouldn't doubt that, like, a majority of other Dead by Daylight content creators are as opportunistic as this. I honestly would not doubt it at all.
This was, hey, that's kind of cringe. That's fine. Like, this guy's a loser. But attacking? Why are we overloading this shit? You already want...
Because it's an opportunity to fucking boost his platform, and obviously the reality is that Gh0stArcade put this in his Twitter clip because he knows that he can talk about it on Twitter, and he knows that he's going to get tons of positive attention for it. It's just cringe more than anything else.
I wanted to overload this shit from the jump by reporting him.
Is absolutely disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. It seems really disgusting that you're laughing about it too.
No, I've reported their account.
And he reported it.
I would genuinely highly advise you to get new friends, dude.
Highly advise you to get new friends. Over that. Over that.
And for the fact that you come in to stream, my stream afterwards, and apologize for your friend, I think there is, like, a lack of awareness there.
A lack of awareness?
What is the lack of... What are you talking about? Lack of awareness? What are you fucking talking about? If anything, it's a good thing that they're apologizing for their friend. What, would you have rather them not come to stream at all? Would you have rather them say fucking nothing or double down and, like, continue to be, like, I guess, quote-unquote hateful by your definition of it? Like, what are we fucking talking about?
Awareness. Wouldn't that show awareness? Wouldn't it be a lack of awareness if she didn't apologize and tell her friend
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, what are we talking about here?
before she came in your chat to chill out?
Dude, what is it? Oh my god, this is fucking so dumb.
Wouldn't that show a lack of awareness if she didn't do any of that?
I refuse to believe Gh0stArcade is like actually outraged by this. I feel like this whole thing he's doing is just like very performative. He's doing too much. Like it's extremely performative.
She took like multiple steps to atone for the sin of her friend, but that's not good enough. And we'll get into it, but this whole accountability thing is the new word for canceling and cancel culture.
That's what I'm saying, is like accountability is just like the problem is that accountability, like when you ask any of these people on Dead by Daylight Twitter, what does accountability mean? They are going to struggle to give an answer to you. And the reason they're going to struggle to be consistent with their own answer is because it's not actually about taking accountability. It is about fucking berating, having an excuse to berate somebody. Accountability really in the Dead by Daylight community is a dog whistle to harass somebody, really. Like I at this point. Because, like, it's not, like, I don't think any of this is really accountability. And again, if people are calling, like, it's shame on people for saying that, like, this is homophobia. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, again, like, maybe it's homophobic. You have not shown us anything that suggests that this person is homophobic, definitively. You have not shown us that. Okay, it's your job to do your due diligence to verify that information as a content creator. If you're not willing to do your due diligence to verify that information, maybe you shouldn't be fucking automatically assuming that somebody is homophobic and virtue signaling over it. Alright? It is your job as the content creator to fucking prove that. Again, Gh0stArcade has not proved that, and he's like just like using this as an opportunity to boost his platform more than anything else. Because I refuse to believe that Gh0stArcade is actually fucking outraged by this. I refuse to believe it.
And I genuinely think, dude, that you need to really address that. Like,
she did.
Oh my god, it's so condescending as well. You really need to address that. It's very homophobic. You need to do this. You need to do that. You are less like the way he's talking about it too is like so fucking condescending. It's like, bro, what are you doing? It's like so snarky.
She did. She said you need to chill out. What is she supposed to do? Get on her hands and knees and be like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Big Streamer, please.
That's what he wants her to do, but even then he's still not going to accept her back in the spaces because he knows that if he does, he'll look bad for it. People will say that, like, Gh0stArcade is, like, complicit in homophobia or whatever, and he'll, like, lose a majority of his audience for it. Again, a lot of these Dead by Daylight content creators are very audience captured by, like, cancel-hungry freaks. You know, at any point, though, I wouldn't want to build an audience like that because at any point you can have these people turn against you, and it's just like it's just very cringe.
Please forgive me. Does she need to on stream just go at her friend and be like, you're a piece of shit, you're homophobic, blah 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 blah? Like, what does accountability look like to you? Because
they don't actually care about accountability, as I've said.
Keep on throwing the word accountability out. What does that look like to you? She did everything that an accountable person would do, in my opinion. What else does she need to do? She's getting a lecture now because her friend was just said, hey, nursemaids are gay. That's it! I assumed when I first saw the tweet, he was saying slurs. He was, you know, saying all gay people need to die. Like something fucking wild. No.
You would think that that's what it was, but it's a lot more mild than that, truthfully. And it's just like... It's crazy that people are unironically looking at this and go, look, Gh0stArcade actually cares about the situation. I can tell just by the way this guy that Gh0stArcade talks, he is an obnoxious virtue signaling, like, that is so desperate to seem like a good guy. He's willing to fucking run a narrative about homophobia without even, like, looking into if the guy actually, like, fucking hates gay people. Or, like all because somebody said that nursemaids are gay, which is like, okay, dude. All right, bro. Like, again, if you look at what, like, a lot of gay people are saying, I've seen, like, the comments of Reaper's video, and I'm looking at some of the comments and, like, retweets that people are saying on Gh0stArcade's tweet. There are gay people who are not even, like, giving this as much energy that Gh0stArcade is giving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gh0stArcade is giving this more energy than actual gay people themselves. And again, you are conflating this with actual homophobia, which I think, if anything, you're just doing a massive disservice to gay people and, like, actually calling out homophobia by, like, conflating this. This is the same problem that Quiet Kills pointed out with the whole Dead by Daylight blackface drama, where somebody said that Trickster's new cosmetic was a form of blackface. It's like, this is the same thing, in my opinion. but like to a little bit more of an obnoxious degree, because Gh0stArcade has like a bigger platform than the person who ran the narrative that like the trickster blackface situation is as big as it was. It's the same thing. Like, Quiet Kills had a very good video on that situation, and I think that this is no different than that, truthfully.
This is what it is. And I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but like we're getting into the shit, and it's like I don't get it.
We have people who are from the trans community. We have people who are from the gay community.
No one ever said anything about the trans community. When did trans people have anything to do with it?
We have people who are from the black community.
It's just
Nobody said anything about black people. What are we talking about? It's like I have to go down the checklist of people who are who might be marginalized, or who are marginalized. Sorry, I shouldn't say might. That was my bad. Who are marginalized? They are actually legitimately marginalized groups. But like we have to go down the checklist of people who are marginalized. Like, okay.
it's a huge virtue signal. Like,
Yeah, I agree. This guy is like, it's insanely, this is like a massive virtue signal.
look at me, guys. I'm such a good guy. This is what it reads off to me, honestly. Because, like, why are you bringing other minority groups into this? I honestly
Yeah, no one ever said anything about black or trans people. Like, what?
don't know how people don't see this as a massive virtue signal.
Again, terminally online people look at this and go, oh, he's doing a good thing and he's actually calling out this behavior. But people in the real world, I bet even like gay people or like minority groups like in the real world look at this and go, yeah, this person's full of shit. Like, you're not actually doing us any favors. Like, I don't imagine anyone in the real world taking people like this seriously.
Like, honestly, like, why are you bringing this up? Why are you giving them a whole ass lecture about how they are terrible people, how they're attacking the LGBTQ community, how they need new friends, how that my community has X, Y, and Z minorities. So that's just fucked up. Like,
Which at any point, his own audience can turn against him if he like slips up or steps out of line slightly, and they wouldn't give him a second chance because Gh0star. Again, when you build your platform off virtue signaling and bubbling up, one thing will happen, like one mistake will happen, and it's going to make a massive dent on your career. And you're not going to be able to salvage as many of those people because those people are cancel hungry and they're waiting for the next person that they can dogpile on. That's a majority of Dead by Daylight Twitter and like the audiences that these people cultivate.
really? Like, it just seems blown out of proportion, and we're still going.
Yeah, I agree.
Any and all kind of like walks of life are welcome in this stream.
It's just like a
All walks of life. Okay, so by that logic, if every single person like I guess that exists in life, it should exist, why don't you allow that person to join your stream? The Smurfy person or whatever saying like, GG, sorry about my friend. Why wouldn't you let them exist? Because clearly they weren't like, there's no evidence that suggests that like any of them were like homophobic or hated gays whatsoever. Wait, apparently, hold on. Apparently the fucking Smurfy person has like a protect minority groups or whatever in their like bio or their Twitch bio. They say that like, you know, we accept all groups of people in this space. Okay, I mean, that makes me care even. Wait, so you're telling me that this person not only doesn't hate these groups of people, but they also like accept them in their spaces as well and has no hatred for them whatsoever? Because if they did legitimately hate these groups of people, not only would they not have it in their bio, but they would also like not even go out of their way to allow them to exist in their Twitch space. I don't care. That makes me care even less. You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds to me like this person used gay as like a pejorative and it was cringe, and it sounds to me even less that they hate these groups of people.
your gay joke. It's a your gay joke.
Playing this video game with someone else who is against any of that, I genuinely think that is something that you probably need to like address.
Which they did. They said you need to chill out because
I mean, granted, Gh0stArcade hadn't seen the VOD yet at this point, but by the time he posted the Twitter VOD, or the Twitter clip, he did see the VOD because he edited it into his fucking video. And by that point, you would have known that they addressed it, and you still chose to post it on Twitter, which is a little bit crazy to me.
know him. I would assume they know their friend more than you know them. I honestly just see this guy as just being salty and just being cringe and just trying to say something inflammatory, which again wasn't even that bad. He just said nursemaids are gay.
I'm so sorry, dude, that like genuinely that is like a thing here, but like my goodness, man, that is absolutely
I also hate his condescending. He sounds so fucking condescending with his tone as well, as if he's like a fucking like arbiter of morality. Like, okay, dude, like fuck you and your high horse. Genuinely. Like, fuck off. It's like, you're so annoying.
diabolical. If you come in and you try and apologize on someone's behalf for literally something that they have done just because you're a friend with them, dude, don't be friends with them.
Who the fuck are you to fucking give this advice? Who the fuck are you?
So that's what the accountability looks like. Don't be friends.
Wow, yeah. If you are friends with that person, you are a homophobic, hateful piece of shit, and you are not welcome in my tribe. Whatever. Okay, dude. Like, alright. If you fucking breathe at this point, you get canceled on Dead by Daylight Twitter. It's fucking so dumb.
It was what I was saying earlier.
Oh my god, these people are so dumb. It's insane. This whole situation is so stupid.
Publicly shame them on stream and be like, I cast you out of my friendship. Get the fuck out. You homophobic piece of shit. Over that.
Like, that is absolutely insane to me.
Okay, bro. If you say so. Fucking god, dude.
It's just a loaded fucking words. Insane. Disgusting. They're attacking. What the fuck?
I don't think Gh0stArcade actually believes any of these things. That's like the best part about all of this.
I had a friend that was like that in any possible...
He's still going. He's still going.
Dude, they wouldn't be a friend.
Hey, I mean, it's like, I guess it's like a free opportunity to like look good in front of his audience, so he's gonna take it, I guess.
They would be gone. I would genuinely not even spend
And this to me tells me, like, at least in my eyes, it just seems like a massive virtue signal, and to get like good guy brownie points. Because look at the
Yeah, pretty much.
chat here.
This is like iDubbbz's level of trying to look for good boy points online. That's exactly what fucking Gh0stArcade is doing here. Like, he's like doing an iDubbbz where he's constantly like looking for good boy points online.
Thank you for sticking up for us.
Wow.
Over you're gay joke. I thought he said like the F slur over and over again. And he was like literally attacking the LGBTQ, saying like,
Yeah, he obviously wasn't doing that.
they all need to die, blah 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 blah. Like he was just like, oh, nursemaids are gay. Why are we having a meltdown over this? It's just it's the proportionality. Like that's my problem, guys. Like I'm not saying
Yeah, all criticism on Dead by Daylight Twitter is disproportionate, but hey, thankfully I'm not on Dead by Daylight Twitter anymore. Thank God. Fuck them, right?
that gay jokes are like fine and dandy. They're honestly cringe and
yeah, no, I like obviously like it's not like funny to do gay jokes or use gay as a pejorative, but like I've heard Papa Gut use gay as like I've heard him say like he reacted to the guy named Action Man on Kick or whatever. There was like a clip of Action Man being like incredibly like actually legitimately racist for Zoran Mamdani getting elected as mayor in New York City, and Papa Gut reacted to it, and like Papa Gut's reaction was like also racism is gay. It's a sign of low IQ, and it's like obviously like I took that as like, okay, Papa Gut obviously doesn't hate gay people. Is it good that he's using gay as a pejorative? No, but Papa Gut also has gay people in his audience who are not bothered by it. Like, it's like not a good habit, but like not like something that should be held over somebody's head forever. It's like, oh, hey, don't do that. That's the criticism. That's like, hey, don't do that. Like, that's very cringe. Don't do that. That's it. It's literally all you have to do, and then you move on. Like, it's not like this person is like a hateful fucking person. It's not like this person is like, oh, gay people should die, gay people are sick, oh, like gay people are groomers of children or whatever. Like, there's nothing here.
Mama level joke, honestly. It's like elementary school shit. But the proportionality, even when the other person came in to apologize, is what boggles my mind.
Any breath talking to that person whatsoever, that is absolutely diabolical to me, dude.
Diabolical. Just
Diabolical.
all the fucking loaded language. It's crazy.
I know, man.
Embarrassing, man. I'm so sorry.
Embarrassing.
Holy shit.
Disgusting.
Jeez Louise.
Everyone's telling
Jeez Louise, man.
me to get new friends. Sorry, Bear.
Who's telling you to get new friends, man?
Like, she's laughing at it. Because at this point, she'd done everything she could to basically be like, hey, I know it's not that deep, but like, my bad for my friend's ass.
Honestly, I feel like if anything, like I feel like that level of virtue signaling and morally loading would make you want to be friends with your current friend even more, right? Because it's like, hey, this guy said a really weird, edgy comment, like, "Oh, you're gay" as a pejorative, but that was way less cringe than what fucking Gh0stArcade did, in my personal opinion.
Attitude. It's more about the attitude, not the like, oh, you're gay.
It's also way less of a red flag, if I'm being truthful with you. And also, this person, like, is, like, a safe space for, like, gay and trans people as well. Like, they have it in their fucking Twitch as well. They're accepting of these groups of people as well. So it, like, makes me care even less, truthfully.
Hey, shit. That's at least that's what I'm getting from this. So she's at the
Yeah,
point where
no one's actually outraged by the situation. I'm letting you know right now. Anyone that you see outraged by the situation, they're not actually outraged by it. No one actually gives a fuck. It's an opportunity for them as a content creator and to exist in the community, like to look good to like other members and like networking opportunities and whatever. No one actually gives a fuck.
it is what it is, because I'm getting lectured now. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was just trying to be nice, but now I'm getting lectured by this guy, and it's not that serious. So of course she's like laughing about it.
So who's telling you to get new friends?
I just sent you them. I sent you on the Discord.
So I guess she did. I don't know if she sent a video.
I think she sent like the stream link on Discord or whatever. I mean, if the guy continues to talk shit in the Twitch stream, obviously they're gonna ban him immediately, and that's like that would still be cringe if he continued it after that. But I at this point, like, if he's like giving homophobia allegations and he's not actually like against gay people, like I feel like at that point I would care like less if he went into the stream chat to continue to talk shit, to be honest with you.
Or the link. But I mean, I feel like at this point she doesn't give a shit, which honestly I wouldn't, because I'm getting fucking lectured. I mean, I still wouldn't give away like to talk shit, but I don't even know if he did that, because
I don't really care if she did, to be honest with you. It's like, whatever, dude. It's like, you're the one, like, the fucking Gh0stArcade is the one that's like actually like fucking like trying to posture as and pretend like he's like holier than thou, and he's like an ultimate arbiter of morality, and it's just like, okay, dude, get the fuck off your high horse. Who the fuck are you, dude?
to my knowledge,
Like, I don't care if you have like thousands of followers on Twitch. Like, it doesn't make you the fucking arbiter of morality. Like, sure, do you need to be responsible with your platform? Absolutely. But like, again, it's like stop morally loading this fucking like weird edgy trash talk.
I watched this video once. No one comes in the chat to harass him like anymore, at least to my knowledge. So like the guy didn't even talk even more shit.
Oh, have you opened it up with this slagging me off? I hope they are.
No, they're slagging me off for being friends with you. It's like, okay.
Right.
Oh, it's not very
It's just like, what the fuck?
Like, I can't control what my friend says.
Which is true. I've seen the criticism like, you can control who you hang out with. What he said wasn't even that fucking horrible. I would.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, what he said was really like, I don't think it's that bad.
have thought he was spamming the F slur or the N word or anything, or telling people to KYS or something fucking horrendous. But no, it's you're gay.
I was like really curious. I was like, oh, what other names did they had before? And then I saw who it was, and I was
Typical Dead by Daylight drama on Twitter. What do we expect?
like, there you got to behave.
Yeah, and she's like, all right, you gotta chill.
And he said gay.
There you go. He's just like, I just said gay. I just said gay. Why is that a slur now? Why is gay a slur? Why is it even a pejorative? You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck? That's how ridiculous
Yo,
this is.
dude, no, Fred.
Someone in my stream said it's not their fault, it's their friend that says it, which is true. They even apologize, but he's still. They're in a fucking different match at this point, and he's still ranting.
Yeah, he's still very upset by it. Not really, actually. I say upset, but it's performative upset, really.
It's not how we work here, dude. I don't know. I don't know how long you've been here in this stream. Man, we take accountability here.
Okay, dude. If you say so. Jesus Christ. It's fucking ridiculous.
And how
These people are not real. This is evidence that the singularity is a thing. Like, this is what happens when AI goes too far, and then AI takes a humanoid form, and that humanoid form is Gh0stArcade, and he was programmed to do the exact opposite of what Grok does, only in the other direction.
do you want them to take accountability? How?
They don't ever elaborate on accountability. They say accountability, but they never elaborate on that. And even if they did take accountability, quote unquote, what accountability actually means, which is what they did, they still wouldn't care. They wouldn't accept it. They want an excuse to fucking bash that person and like look like a better person and like spread love.
What does accountability look like to you? Do you want them? They already apologized and they already told their friend to chill out. What do you need them to do? Seriously.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna put this out here, man. I'm so sorry that we have to do this.
We don't have to do this. That's
We don't.
the problem. You're literally playing it up for fucking Twitter and your Twitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is fine. I play up Salt, but not to this degree. I don't virtue signal like, look, I'm so sorry, guys. Let me stop everything. I'm such a good guy.
Okay, dude.
Okay? I'm a great guy.
I believe it. Guys, would you believe that this guy's a good guy? Would you believe it? I would believe it. He has his hand up and everything. He's got like the skull in the background. Wait, Reaper, do you have a skull in the back? That means you want to kill all gay people? Reaper, no offense, but that's pretty homophobic. I think I'm going to have to stop watching your content now, Reaper, because you're very, very homophobic. Wow, Reaper. You're not willing to take down a cool skull design because there might be a homophobic connotation attack. Wow, Reaper.
All right, someone said that nursemaids are gay, and I'm so offended on behalf of the LGBTQ. Like, in my eyes, it feels like we're treating people that are LGBTQ in that community, we're not treating them like humans.
Yeah, I agree. Again, and he's conflating this with, like, actual homophobia, and he's just, like, treating them as, like, I don't know what I mean. Like, if you want somebody to respect marginalized groups, and you want somebody, like, and again, I love fucking marginalized groups, by the way. I love gay people. Hot take. That's a hot take. But, if you want somebody to, like, actually see it from your perspective, being like, hey, you shouldn't say that, that's a little bit... Like, if Gh0stArcade said something along the lines of, hey, you shouldn't say something like that, that's pretty cringe. You shouldn't say, like, gay as a pejorative. I think that's cringe. It's disgusting. Like, we don't have to give it all this fucking energy and go off on it for, like, 5 or 10 minutes. It's like, dude, what are we talking about? It's like, this person never even, like, spread, like, hatred about gay people. The Gh0stArcade still hasn't shown or proven that. Again, all he's focused on is just like massively virtue signaling about this.
Is equals. Like, isn't that the fucking goal?
And unfortunately, this problem is not limited to Gh0stArcade. So many other fucking Dead by Daylight creators have this same exact problem.
Like, they're people, right? So
yeah, they are people.
We should see them as equals, right? Why the fuck are we, like, coddling them over someone who just said something as simple as, like, oh, nursemaids are gay? I'm losing my mind. Like, what are we doing? You don't need to do this.
We take accountability here.
You still have not elaborated on what accountability is, by the way.
He keeps saying that, but I swear, the people that say that, I'm sorry I'm stopping, but this shit is so annoying because I see
a lot of people use that as like a dog whistle to just like dogpile on them. That's really what it comes down to. Take accountability. It's a dog whistle.
All the time, these virtue signaling people that always say like, I'm not trying to, this is not just the DVD community, this is in many different communities where they'll be like, I'm not trying to cancel you, I'm just trying to hold you accountable. It's always that, and they will never give you an instance of what accountability looks like to them. They will never do it. So just replace...
It's literally the same point I've been making this entire video. Wow. Based Papa Gut fans think alike.
It's the word cancel with accountability. It's the same fucking thing.
Pretty much. Like, that's all this is. It's like, fucking Gh0stArcade is using this as an opportunity to, like, fucking cancel them and be like, oh my god, I don't want to lose my platform. I want to look like such a good boy.
Like, what else do you want them to do?
See, it's not their fault. It is their fault. Because if they're allowing their friend to say something like that...
Yeah, they need to...
Oh my god, guys. My chat, I'm such a good boy. Am I such a good boy? Look at me, chat. I'm such a good boy. What the fuck is this, Gh0stArcade? What is this?
Be on a leash. They're allowing their friend to say that shit? They need to be on a fucking leash. They can't say a cringe...
They need to be on Epstein Island as punishment.
A joke?
I'm just kidding. That might be a little bit too edgy. I don't know.
You need to fucking... you need to punch them. That's what you need to do if they say shit like that. Not in my game. Really, dude, what the fuck?
Like, dude, why do I have to keep apologizing for my friend who's very offensive and whatever else?
Offensive? Bro, they just said you're gay. It's like, most gay people, if they get called like that, like, they're like, oh, you're gay. Like, I feel like a lot of them would be like, oh my god, that's so based and true. Yeah, I am gay. Like, what? Like, it's such a low effort, like, thing to say to somebody. It's like, you're so offensive. Dude, you're like, shut up. You're not actually fucking outraged by this.
Very offensive. He just said nursemaids are gay. That's it. Why are we melting?
That's not your friend. Dude, that is not indeed. And honestly, man, if you think that is, like, something that, like, is accepted...
I feel like gay people do it to each other all the time, right? Like, I feel like they call each other gay as like as a way to like reclaim it for each other. Obviously, that's different from a random person saying you're gay as a pejorative, but even then, it's still not that deep.
Like, man, honestly, we need to...
Bro, I would have thought by this reaction, the motherfucker shot a gay dude. Like,
honestly.
Honestly, what the fuck are we doing here?
Have a serious discussion about that.
You need to have a serious discussion about whatever, dude. Fuck off. Hopefully the fucking Twitter quote was worth it, dude. Jesus Christ.
Serious
People are so online. It's crazy.
discussion. He doesn't show us what accountability looks like at all, anywhere. He just says, take accountability. Okay? Like, what else do they have to do? I will keep saying that. I can't control what my friend says, yes, but you can control who your friends are. Refusing to remove these people from your circles. So,
Okay, these fucking brain-dead purity testing motherfuckers. It's insane. It's just dumb idiot purity test speak. It's like, oh, hey, if you don't stop being friends with this person or you don't stop doing that, unfollow me. You can't be part of my community. You can't do this. You can't do that. I will never associate with people who say this, or they. Like, okay, dude, fuck off.
it's just like,
Show actual homophobia. Show actual hatred to gay people. Show, like, threats of violence to gay people or, like, fucking homophobic dog whistles. Show us anything that resembles that.
from a gay joke, you just want them to just drop their friends. Like, just flat out be like, after he made a you're gay joke, which is literally nothing, they need to instantly drop him over that. To me, that's wild. It's nice to see people use their platforms for good and hold others accountable.
These people are so stupid. Holy fuck.
I don't know. This just kind of feels to me like a big virtue signal.
Yeah, everybody. Of course, again, the entire Dead by Daylight brigade to scream on Twitter and be like, oh my god, this person did bad thing. Lol. Okay, yeah, alright, dude. You guys are fucking, like... Wow, you guys are so great. Holy shit, dude. You guys sure showed them.
Look at me, guys. I'm such a great guy. Like, you could be like, yeah, that's cringe and whatever. I feel like that's the appropriate response. But, like, no, we had to have a moral meltdown over this. And that's my point. I'm not saying that what the guy said was right. I'm just saying we don't need to fucking go crazy and make this a big deal and be like, look at me, guys. I have gay people, trans people, and black people in my community. I mean, just the fact that he brought that up in the first place just really screams to me. Look at me, guys.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever talked about black or trans people to begin with. Like... What? That was never even part of the original conversation.
Guys, I'm amazing. Well, that's all I had to say for this.
Again, people that talk on Twitter are not real people. They would not talk like this in the real world whatsoever. It's like, so, like, this whole thing it's very online. This entire situation is just incredibly online. I'm really scraping bottom of the barrel to get my drama slot for the day.
Let me know what you think on this situation.
It's stupid. This whole thing is so fucking dumb.
And for the millionth...
I feel like this whole thing was just one giant fucking nothing burger, and I wasted my whole time. I mean, again, it's good content, and honestly, like, watching a Reaper video is always a pleasure to react to on the channel, but it's like, it really is just not that deep.
I don't agree with what that Chonky Bear said, like the whole gay joke. I think it's cringe. I think
I think it's cringe as well. Like, obviously don't use gay as a pejorative, but there are gay people who use gay as a pejorative as well, and there are also gay people who, like, fucking say things are gay. Like, again, I would imagine that, like, gay people that live in the real world are not really that offended by this. Again, if they said something like, oh, this person is an F-slur, F-slurs need to fucking die, or, oh, like, murder all F-slurs or whatever, something like that is different from saying, like, oh my god, nursemaids are gay or whatever. Okay, like,
it's immature. Again, elementary level joke. But at the same time, this streamer is using his platform to basically cancel this person, and
pretty much
they hide it under the guise of, oh, I just want to hold them accountable. So she did what you asked for, but it's still not enough, and that's the thing that annoys me.
Yeah, because again, it's not actually about taking accountability. You, like, take accountability. When people say take accountability, it is a virtue signal. That's all this is.
I mean, the most. It's just a huge virtue signal in my eyes. We're freaking out over something that just doesn't matter, and honestly adds more harm to the LGBTQ community, because it's just vindicating those fucking morons that are like, see, these people are soft, I hate gay people, they're so soft. You are vindicating
pretty much
those people for...
That's a good one-letter Shore impression.
having a meltdown over someone's...
I've debated whether I should do a reaction video to Shore, but he hasn't uploaded a video in, like, fucking forever. I feel like he would be, like, a fun person to react to, because he is, like, the anti-woke Dead by Daylight content creator, and, like, in my opinion, he's just as cringe as, like, the overly woke people. Like, listen, I like things that are woke, but there are people that obviously go too far with it, like this fucking Gh0stArcade person. But, like, the anti-woke people are just as bad, because, like, overly woke people say yes to everything, and, like, anti-woke people just say no to everything. Like, you guys are just as cringe and bad.
are mega gay. Anyways, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
That was a extraordinarily brain rot situation, but cool stuff, Mr. Reaper. I appreciate you giving us the slot for the day.